in the sunlit world of what he believes to be reality. But there is, unseen by most, an underworld, a place that is just as real, but not as brightly lit. A dark side.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a reason I can clearly tell why my life is good and fine. And honestly, like, as a human being, I'm not a stressed out person. Like, I don't. The ultimate energy knows me. Like, I really. It's like you can't ruffle my feathers. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that bothers me is that I respect law. So, like, you know what I'm saying? If I fear like imminent danger, of course I'm going to protect myself. But it's like, I'm one of the type that if it wasn't for the law, I would have been took it in my own hands. Like, I would have been a vigilante a long time ago. I would have picked off a lot of you. Let's just say it like that. I'm not really afraid of, like, I would have picked off a lot of you. So anyway, on my video, who are the real Americans? I got a couple comments from some people I've never seen before, and I would just like to share with them before I get started. I had a page previous to this. This is the Light Show 2. And I really do wish you'd have got a chance to check out the first Light Show, because then you would have really understood me. You'll understand me, you know, because somebody was talking about you know, the narrator is CGI and all that stuff, and it's like, Lucky doesn't care. Lucky doesn't care about that. He knows that they've been lying, because like I said, on my previous page, I exposed a lot. So I'm not worried about that. I'm, you know, because somebody else said something like, "Oh, yeah, man, I'm back, man. Yo, I appreciate you coming through, man." they try to. Oh man, you already know they took that motherfucker down, right? And you know what's so weird? You know what's so weird? They took it down in the same year that all this is coming out, and it's like, to me, I totally get it. You know, on that page, it showed the truth about Rona. It showed the truth about the Demonrats. It showed the truth about a lot that's all coming to a head right now. So I totally understand. They don't want some one-eyed black dude seeming like, you know, Gandhi and this motherfucker is like, yo, the Light Show's page was literally God. You know what I'm saying? On the Ethernet. I'm not saying it like, oh, I'm God. No, I'm saying that was literally God on the Ethernet, and they could not allow that to stay. So it's like, yo, hell no. They're like, hell no, get that nigga out of here. It's the same reason I can't like debate any of these boule historians. It's the same thing. They're all involved in this game. It's just the one-eyed dude can see them. So anyway, I'm saying all that to say this. Because the person was telling me, they were like, I like how you freestyle the information. You're not coming through with scripted information. And I'm here to tell everybody this. You will never get scripted information from me, because I really give a damn, you know? Like I tell people all the time, if you can listen to this music of today and not feel drained, you're not with us. You know what I'm saying? This group that's going to separate itself from, you know, the lost people, because, you know, they told the story wrong. You're supposed to be looking for the lost sheep. No. The lost sheep are the ones that can see. They're just lost because they're not organized. It doesn't mean that they're lost. Like, no. The masses is lost. That's why you're finding these lost sheep. That's the whole point. They're not, it's code language. They're not lost. No. They actually know what they're talking about. You're supposed to find your allies. But fuck all that. I'm not trying to get religious. What I want to talk about is the relationship between the Demonrats and the child molesting, devil worshiping Satanists that have been here, and I have been talking about them for years, and it's like nobody is getting it. Everybody's just, you know, it's whatever, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's really not, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to Epstein's connections. Excuse me, and you're going to notice something interesting about them. Just listen. And remember, Fox is fake news because they had Tucker Carlson, even though he left. So Fox is still fake news, even though they're covering something that none of these other zombie stations are covering. That's the only reason I fuck with Fox. It ain't because, see, you got to remember, I'm a melanated being in America. So I know that Fox, the network, gave me two of the blackest shows you'll ever get. And that was Martin and In Living Color. There's no way in hell that company could be against black people. It's impossible. They gave us some of our best shows. That's the shit that makes me laugh the most. CNN ain't never gave us a mother effing thing. They ain't never gave us nothing. ABC, okay, yeah, Family Matters and stuff like that, okay. But when it comes to like black shows that black people love to watch over and over, this is one of our favorite shows. Martin and Living Color. Okay, Fox gave us both of those. And to be honest, Fox had a lot of the great shows of the 90s. So I don't see how later on we got brainwashed, just like with the whole Donald Trump thing. They loved Donald Trump all through the 90s, all through the 80s. Then as soon as he runs for president, now all of a sudden he's racist. I don't know how we fell for this shit. But it makes sense because 85,000 kids are missing from the border, unidentified minors, unaccompanied minors, and they'll never be seen again. Courtesy of who? Mayorkas. Has anybody ever seen Mayorkas in the Senate floor hearings? Tell me that dude don't look like a fucking demon. Tell me. Hold on. Fuck that. I'm about to show y'all this motherfucker before we even get started. Tell me this motherfucker don't look like he from the Luciferian Church. I think this is how you spell his name. Hold on. I'm gonna get this motherfucker. I'm gonna get this motherfucker. Oh, I got it. Hold on, I got it. Come on. I'm about to handle this shit right now. How do you spell this fool's name? I got it. Fuck that. Mayorkas. Okay, that's how you spell his name. He has a name I'm not used to. Like, I think he's Spanish or something like that. I think he is. This motherfucker right here. All right, let's get back to it. All right, real quick. And I see people coming and going. I don't know. I never understand why people do that. I mean, even though, no, I take that back. I do it too. So fuck it. I ain't true. All right, look. Look at this dude. Because I know how people are. I know how y'all is. Y'all, instant gratification. People want they want what they want now. They want it quick. They want it now. You telling me that this motherfucker right here doesn't work for the devil? You telling me this dude don't? And I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. I've literally seen this fool asked critical questions about children, and he'll dump off. We're doing very hard and intensive research, and it's like everybody's looking at this motherfucker like, you're lying, bro. He even said he didn't know nothing about the bracelets that little kids is coming through with, proving that they are working for the cartel or they owe the cartel money. He claimed he didn't know nothing about it. This is your border czar. 85,000 children, unaccompanied minors, are missing and will never be seen again. Tucker Carlson actually made a good point too. He said people are looking at abortions as if they're not child sacrifices. They are, because you could just be a responsible person and not have, irresponsible sex. But that's what people are doing. All right, now look. You're saying it's far-fetched. This is impossible. This can't be going on. The devil's not real. The devil is energy. I keep telling people there's positive and negative here. I don't know why people keep acting like that. You act like there's not people that love their kids and there's not people that abuse their kids. It's like, stop being stupid. You know that there's two beacons of energy on this earth, positive and negative. It has always been that way. So, who are Epstein's connections? Let's listen. You're going to bug the fuck out. Listen to this shit.
This is the prominent names on Jeffrey Epstein's private calendar. Some planned meetings include CIA Director William Burns, Bard College President Leon Botstein, and Obama White House counsel Catherine Rumler.
What the fuck is anybody from Obama's we're change and we're going to make America great and better and we can do this and I believe in y'all and we're getting past the threshold of racism and slavery and yada, yada, yada and all this bullshit, like they don't see black people today. You ain't noticed that Negroes went from marching in the streets in suits and dresses to now they're riding in the streets in thug attire, and it's all transitioned during the Demonrats. That's where they went. That's what they became. When they were Republicans, they were in suits. When they became Demonrats, they're sagging their pants. They're out there the way that they are. Just want that to be known. Okay, well, somebody that's in Obama's camp was there. Or better yet, she had a future meeting before this nigga got popped. She had a future meeting coming up with him. Why are these people meeting with a child molester? Like, where's that? There it is. Why they meeting up with a child molester? Why we got somebody that's a college president? You see how weird they are. Why we got a CIA agent? Why is this nigga Epstein meeting up with CIA agents? It could have been anybody. It could have been the police. It could have been the FBI. It could have been motherfucking a paramedic. Why does it have to be the CIA? The ones who I've been telling. We'll get into what I'm talking about on my next video. Let's continue this one.
The meetings in question all occurring after Epstein had served time in jail for a sex crime involving a minor back in 2008. Remember that? Fox News contributor Bill McGurn joins us now. Bill, we're looking at these names, and if we don't know them by name, we know the position of power. What does this tell you?
Well, it tells you that he was a very rich person. And when you're very rich, you have connections and you have money, and other people want them. And that didn't change by his conviction.
He had connections. So that's why he knew people, because he had connections and he got money. Okay. I could have swore, and I'm just saying for the life of me, I could have swore most child molesters have money. Most of the ones that get away with it for years and have these wild parties and all, it's not cheap to send a kid from fucking Dubai all the way to America, or a kid from South America all the way to a hidden location in Russia, that's not cheap. And then who are these people sneaking it for you? Remember when the children were being snuck to different places in planes and early in the morning? And we remember getting an interview from the actual workers at the airport, and they said, yeah, they're trying to keep it real hush-hush. These are children. These are unaccompanied minors. These children don't have no IDs. We don't know who they are. So you're already blocking their face while they're in the cage. Then you're putting them on early morning, like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. plane flights. You have the flight workers telling us that you're telling them to keep it on hush-hush. 85,000 of them are missing. It started out as 20,000. And that was about a year and a half ago. 20,000 missing. Now it's 85,000 children missing. This is on our fucking hands, guys. Hello. You act like you're blaming the government. This is the government's fault. No. You're American. Your government's American. What do you think these foreigners that aren't coming over here are looking at America as? How do you think they see it? Especially if it's one of their babies that's home. Now, he got popped for a case in 2009. Right after that, he had a conversation with the CIA, or he had a meeting set up with the CIA, a college president, and somebody in the Obama administration's camp. Those are all red flags. I don't give a fuck how much money this man has. If he's doing dirt like that, and these people would obviously know because he has money. This is not like, look how zombie media took this case. Look how they're laughing at it, making fun of it. And all this, like Jimmy Kimmel, Colbert, they were making jokes about this. These are children. This is the same party who claims they care about minorities and children and all this. They literally know about a dude who was shipping them around. He had his own freaking island. They know he was connected with presidents, all different types of stuff. They would make fun of this.
You got Ehud Barak on this, so that's a little bit surprising. Doesn't mean necessarily he's into the unsavory part, but knows the guy has money. Martin Nowak of Harvard University, he's given millions to Harvard. You know, I also found it interesting.
I think we already know who's the woke squad. All these elite campuses and these Greek fraternities. These are all the woke squad. These are the ones telling you it's okay to kill a baby after having unprotected sex with somebody that you chose to have unprotected sex with, because they've already claimed, but yeah, they didn't claim. The stats have proven that most rape and what was the other one? Most of the horrific ways that females get pregnant is 0.1%. So that means this is not even happening. The whole, every 6, 7, or 8 seconds a woman is raped. It's a lie. It's always been a lie and always will be a lie. It's impossible. They've done the stats. You cannot say you don't trust these people when it comes to figures, but then you trust them when it comes to your diet. Like you look on the back of your bottle of your juice or whatever. Oh, yeah, it says it right there. It's true. You can't have it both ways. So either you're going to believe it all or you're not going to believe that at all. I say it's duality. Some people tell the truth. Some people tell the lies. Some people mix lies with truth. Some people mix truth with lies. I understand that, but it's up to a growing mind to seek this out. You know what I mean? You guys are all adults. Even with law, ignorance of the law is no exception. You know what I mean? Just because you don't know the law doesn't mean the law doesn't stand. And that's what it is. So just because you don't know who's evil doesn't mean that they're not evil.
Too, that this Bard College group, Bard College president Leon Botstein. Now, Bard College.
Oh, shit. Look at all these motherfuckers. One of them's in a Rothschild group. Ari D. Rothschild. So y'all done fucked up. Man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got rid of one page. Yo, like, share, subscribe, pass this thing around. Because remember, I'm going at all wars right now. You know what I'm saying? That's when you got to give it up to Christ energy. I'm going at all wars right now. I'm going at these child molesting demon motherfuckers. I'm going at these Boule backwards science having motherfuckers. I'm going at these the original Indian was a melanated being punk motherfucker. I'm going at all these dudes, all of them at the same time. Why? Because that's what it is. You can't just, like, people say that, you gotta pick your fights. Man, fuck you. You only hear once. You think I came with one fucking eye. I'm going to look at everything I fucking see. I'm not batting an eye to nothing. Nothing here. Because I know I don't get to come back as the person that I am. But if I do or not. What I'm saying is, I'm not gonna be blind. I'm not gonna walk around and do the kids like that, knowing that they can't defend themselves. And, you know, I was happy that people helped me when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I could have been snatched up. I could have been murdered. Like, there's all different types of stuff that can happen to a young child. But lucky for me, I had strong energies around, strong, good vessels of life that knew better than to just let a kid jump off the cliff or, you know, walk in the middle of a car accident. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was lucky in that sense. But then I also look at it like it's your fate. You know what I'm saying? How could you be destroyed if you was going to be growing up and then doing stuff like this? You can't stop your mission. Your mission can't be stopped. It doesn't matter if people don't believe that you have purpose. Of course you have purpose. That's why there's a building. You can't think that, oh, I could do what I want to do. You out your freaking mind. Because if the bricks in your house decided to just walk away, you'd freeze to death. So you can't just do what you want to do. You have to do what is. So we have professors, CIA director, CIA fucking director. So he had to know the whole fucking script. Anyway, Obama White House counsel, barred college president. I've already talked about the Rothschild group. Anthropologist, Harvard University professor, former Israeli prime minister, an author. It's like, bro, look at all the pieces to where you would need to zombify people. Like, this dude Epstein had connection to all the pieces. And look at it now. They're making fun of the story. They're acting like they've been through it on the hush, bro. They were arguing about Trump being racist. You literally have a child molesting, murdering piece of shit with his own fucking island, and you would pass up this conversation. He supposedly mysteriously died in his cell, but they've already concluded that the way that his neck was, he couldn't have done that on his own. Somebody did that. Who didn't know? Well, he's dead, so, you know, just gotta be more careful. As far as I'm concerned, that's a fucking confession. That was a confession. Gates admitted that he clipped that motherfucker. He clipped Epstein. He admitted it. That was the weirdest shit we had ever heard. Then why did that Australian newscaster start dogging him out? And that just happened. She was dogging him out. She was like, you didn't invent Microsoft. You just put your name on it. She started naming off the other people who actually invented it. He was like, well, you trying to make some bullshit excuse. She was like, you're not even the dude. You're not even the guy who did it. Who the fuck are you, my G? Who put you there? Who put you there? Just like, before I get back to the video, just like I have a theory about why they killed Steve Jobs. I understand why they killed him. Think about what they made. They literally made the security camera phone. People don't even realize that shit. What's the name of it? It was hidden in your face. It's literally hidden in your face. iPhone. Like, if they were going to turn you into your phone, you know how everybody's walking around now, lost in this motherfucker, they can't get off of it. All these social media websites, they can't get off of them. That's the deepest shit that I've thought of this year. I was like, did they kill him because they were going to use his idea as the walking security camera, where they're always watching you. They're always watching everything that you're doing. Oh, yeah. Bro, motherfuckers is selling NFTs. They're literally selling internet identities. You know what I'm saying? This whole AI thing, it's an internet identity. It's not even like, how are you gonna buy somebody's dominion on the internet? You know what I'm saying? I thought that only worked with porn sites. Like me personally, I thought that only worked with porn. Like, you know, motherfuckers don't want to watch this shit no more. It is what it is. I would think somebody would be able to buy all these fucking videos and photos and shit. It's like, they're just gonna throw them away. So, okay. But no, they start doing it for all different types of people. It's like a Facebook celebrity. And I mean, like, literally, you're a Facebook celebrity. You're not a real celebrity. You're not walking on the red carpet. You know how many YouTube people are supposedly famous? This motherfucker will never walk on the red carpet. You're not a star. You're a fucking whatever. So with all this that's going around, and look at the players on the board. You got CIA directors, you got people in the White House, counselors, you got professors, you got presidents of colleges, you got Rothschild associates, you got anthropologists, you got anthropologists, how do you say it? You got Harvard University professors, you got former prime ministers of Israel, you got authors, bro. Look, this is all the stages that you would need to play to make the New World Order, the one way banking system, all this different stuff, because Epstein was cool with Clinton, folks. Clinton was on that fucking island 28 times. He went on the Lola Express like 28, 29 times. And I'm telling people that all of this starts with Bush Senior. This devil shit starts with Bush Senior and works his way all the way up to, so it was supposed to be Hillary Clinton, but the fluke came where, for some weird reason, Donald Trump won. He wasn't supposed to win. I don't think he rigged it. I think just like Biden, how Biden won. I don't think Biden cheated the Dominion. I think Biden used propaganda. Biden used that OG Hitler move, where it's like you just put propaganda about a person and you make everybody feel a certain way so they don't mess with them. Okay, that's the same thing they did with Hillary. They like, all the Russians help. We don't need no fucking Russians. She had a unfucking marked server in her goddamn basement. She wasn't supposed to have that. She destroyed 13 BlackBerry phones. We all know it. What the fuck was that bitch hiding? I don't know. Maybe the plans for the Rona. Maybe because nobody was pimping or peeping that Obama was talking about this shit in 2014. For some weird reason, in 2014 is when the border starts acting up. Then at the same time, Obama's talking about something that's going to be worse than the Spanish flu coming in 5 years. He could have said any other name. He said 5 years, 2014. Okay. In 19 is when it happens. At the same time, that same year, Fauci is just starting gain-of-function research with putting the spike virus on top of the whole situation, the N19, whatever the fuck. It's all starting right there. Here's the scarier part. And nobody wants to credit the truth, but there's spirit out here, dog. There's higher forces at work trying to fucking help us, because the 4 blood moons happened that year. Nobody knew the message and what that was, but it was 4 of them. Okay. The information doesn't start until September. Blood moons don't start until September. It's 4 of them. October, November, December. Okay, 4 months. All right, but they didn't go down like that. They went periodically. It was 2 in 2014 and 2 in 2015. So they end in 15, but there's 4 of them. So if you do the math from 2015, count 4 years, it's 2019. If you listen to Obama in 2014 talking about we might have a pandemic in 5 to 10 years, that's 5 right there. You're like, well, how does that work with blood moon? Because he's the fucking devil. I'm showing you that the devil told on himself in front of y'all. And no, he's not the devil himself. No. They're collective. But he told on himself. Okay, but something was in the air trying to tell us too. Nobody's ever going to be able to shake that from my mind or my listeners. You're never going to be able to shake that. Just do the math and study it. Study all that dirt that they was preparing for us. that year, and then why would the universe put 4 blood moons out? Why? It's the end of the world. Y'all didn't even notice, Jack. They pimp the world. They pimp the world because people will say the earth is flat and they put all the shit in the air. Why the fuck would they warn us about some shit they were going to do? That doesn't make any sense. So it's deeper than y'all think. All these motherfuckers involved. Remember, there's only a 4-minute video, so that's why I'm pausing. Like, we're only a minute in. It's 4 minutes and 8 seconds. We're a minute and 8 seconds in. Look at all these people. Look at all these motherfuckers involved. Yo. And look at their jobs. Let's keep going.
Famously is supported, basically totally financed and propped up by George Soros. So you have an intertwining of two very controversial.
Did you hear that? You want to go again? Want to go again, y'all? Let's go again. Let's go again. Fuck it. You need it.
Group, Bard College president Leon Botstein. Now, Bard College famously is supported, basically totally financed and propped up by George Soros.
Look at that motherfucker. He don't look like a Luciferian. Look at this motherfucker. This motherfucker right here. He look like some old evil motherfucker. Like, he's the one that's fully backed up by George Soros. Now, why the fuck would George Soros be cool with Epstein? What's that mean? Or why would they know the same people? Trump used to kick it with him. Bro, Trump's the one who stopped kicking it with him. He's the one who found out with him. Oh, hell no, get the fuck. He didn't even know. But once he found out, he dipped off. Okay, everybody else is still cool with the motherfucker. Because they said after the case in 2009, after that, after the whole case was over, Bill Gates went out to eat with him. He went to eat with them. So
you have an intertwining of two very controversial billionaires.
Yeah, I think if you have a lot of money and you're friendly with any college president, you're going to be hit up for money. Look, a lot of these people, and you're friendly with any college,
propped up by George Soros. So you have an intertwining of two very controversial billionaires.
Yeah, I think if you have a lot of money and you're friendly with any college president, you're going to be hit up for money. Look, a lot of these people were trying to extract money from him, and he gave it out. He probably gave it out to build up his credentials, social credentials. And the only thing that's striking to me, sure, many of these meetings actually occurred. They were just scheduled. But amazing to me is that how the conviction and the time in jail for a despicable act didn't really matter so much. Business as usual. But I guess that's what you can buy when you have a lot of contacts.
Now, see, what does that mean? What is that? What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? When a person's like, oh, well, they knew what crimes he did, and they would still set up the meetings whether they had him or not, even though that doesn't make any sense, because it's like, well, nigga, how would he even get in contact with these type of people to even have a meeting? So obviously they're friends on different accords. But he's like, oh, even with the case, they still didn't care. Like, it didn't bother them. And, business as usual. And it's like, well, how do you know that of course it's business as usual if I'm saying that they do it too? That's my thing. And I think that's what he's alluding to. He's just, he can't say that, but it's like, motherfucker, of course they weren't tripping. They get down like that. He's dead, so just gotta be more careful.
And a lot of money. And Jeffrey Epstein really cultivated
It's another
that.
thing. Why does money always stop people from morality? Why do they keep doing that? Why do they keep saying it like, when somebody has money, you can just do anything. And it's like, I've heard this before, but I don't know about you guys, but which one of y'all would, because the Dalai Lama got money, would let your son suck his tongue? What about your daughter? Come on now. Which one of y'all would let your kid hide being molested by your pastor for 10, 15 years? Come on now. Don't all speak at once. I thought not. It seems scripted, don't it? Don't it seem scripted when you hear these type of stories? And it's like, I'm surprised that, somebody just let this happen. You didn't get a baseball bat to the head. We heard about no preachers getting killed, nothing. Like if it's organized underground, like they're using it as a diversion.
He knew how to do it. That was the secret to his success.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really link these guys to Epstein Island. There's no linkage there, unlike the black book that had turned up. But I'm really concerned about William Burns.
Here's the thing. Why I got to connect you to this funky ass island? So you're telling me on the entire planet Earth, the only place that is a secret location for them to molest and murder children is Epstein Island? Where are these 85,000 kids going? Come on, man. But they news, though. This is TV. They got to...
You just worry about people being blackmailed. William Burns, former ambassador to Russia. William Burns is now the director of the CIA. I mean, you think he might have had a sixth sense to say, I probably want to stay a million miles away from this character.
Well, again, we don't really know what he was talking about. I've heard rumors about Jeffrey Epstein's close ties with different countries in the Middle East. So we don't know, but it does look very unseemly. It looks like people are rushing to go see him. And again, for you and I, if we were convicted of that, I don't think we could get invited to a bingo hall and operated. Dinners, private dinners, jets.
What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? I mean, yo, I'm asking you. Like, I'm asking y'all some legitimate shit. Metaphorically, Christ on the mountain with the devil, right? Starving to death. Dehydrated, all this shit. Just keeps offering him stuff, but you don't take it. How can you give me something that you don't own? Oh, that's the world. No. Your soul. The answer to that riddle is your soul. So this guy could be accused of molesting children or convicted of it. Just got money, buy it off. He throws big parties, jet skis, boats, all this stuff. But you know what he does. Oh, no, he dazzles you. And that sounds like a demon. You know what I'm saying? Like, hands down. Sounds like a demon.
Flying to places, all the glamour life, that most people, certainly if you work for the CIA, that's not your lifestyle. If you're a government bureaucrat.
Bill, it just reminds me of China. If you want something, pay them off, and you'll get influence.
Yes, that's the rule.
It's the same thing.
That's the coin of the realm.
People will sell their soul for money. Pay them off, and you'll get influence.
Yes, that's the rule.
It's the same thing.
That's the coin of the realm.
People will sell their soul for money.
Or they'll buy it.
Yes. William McGurn, Bill McGurn, thanks so much.
All right, thanks, Brian.
All right, we'll follow this story. I think every one of them needs to explain themselves.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
How do y'all feel? Y'all feel like they need to explain themselves? Mito? Sounds kind of janky, yo. Sounds kind of janky, B. I'm trying to get rid of this real. There it is. Sounds pretty grimy to me, though. I don't care what anybody say. This dude's going up for re-election next year. Now, they didn't do all that stuff about whoever is going to run against. But I don't know. There's a few people, but on the other page, we've been said this. Everything's connected. It's not conspiracies. It's conspiracy. Everything's intertwined. Why would they let this shit go on, bro? The Demis have been in power for a long time. And like I told you, it started with George Bush Sr. Don't believe me. I'm telling you, out of all the Republicans, the dirtiest ones to ever hit was the Bushes. Why? Because George Bush Sr. is the one who introduced this New World Order. New World. What was he talking about? You're about to find out. Jumps to Clinton. Clinton with Joe Biden makes the crime bill 94 and 91. Messes people up in the game. All right. Then we get all the way to Bush Jr. Now we're supposedly, weapons of mass destruction. Never find none. Building 7 falls on his own. End up taking their oil and stuff. But then people's talking about Epstein having connections with Saudi Arabia anyway. Okay, well, just follow me. After Bush, here comes Obama. Black Lives Matter is created when he's in office. That's how many murders he let go down. Or was that a gateway to make 2 different radical groups paid off by the Soros? Before he's leaving, you know what I'm saying, 2015, 16. Before he's leaving, he talks about something about to take place in future times, 5 years. Okay, who's supposed to be right behind him? Hillary. But Hillary dogged herself out by being dumb and having too much loose stuff around. People just throwing it around Benghazi. No, bro. Ain't nobody getting rid of evidence and breaking phones and having Secret Service for no reason. That's not even her job. Like, she's a Secretary of Defense. Like, that wasn't even her job. She's not supposed to have nothing like that. So, she loses. For the grace of God, she loses. People are acting like Lord don't work in mysterious ways. So he gives you somebody that he thought you guys always liked. Now all of a sudden he's a racist. This dude got pictures of Muhammad Ali, Rosa Parks. He voted in candidate, promoted Jesse Jackson. Now, I'm not saying that Messy Jesse ain't got dirt. I'm not saying that. I already know how I got with my my Martin Luther King situation. I already know. But I'm saying, white dude, that's not normal for a racist to do. That's you can call him a lot of things, but you can't call a dude racist. So it's why would that even be there? Oh, he's a Russian spy. Okay. Look at all these fucking kids. They remember, that's propaganda to get him out of office. Who they put in there? The dude that nobody ever voted for. He's a known plagiarist. He's racist as hell. It's all on verbatim. He's kind of weird. He be touching little girls, sniffing hair. Kind of weird. They throw him in there. All of a sudden, kids got bracelets on. 85,000 of us missing. We've never had the border this messed up ever. Why were they doing it? I just want to destroy America. Okay. Why else were they doing it? Is there something that they're getting in this bargain? Because from one-parent households to aborted fetuses to kidnap or missing children, it's seems like it's the same MO, like it's always been. I'm just saying, guys, look more into this, because with all them people that were in the loop, I don't know. shit's not looking clean. It's not looking good. And the zombie entertainment industry is not making it any better because, like, you guys, dogs, you guys got to get more into, like, what's going on instead of making up more chaos with your stupid songs. Go.